Britain has an ancient tradition of stained glass in our churches and grand houses, and the Victorians brought it down to earth, putting it in family homes. That's why I'm keen to have some stained glass in my house, and I'm here to meet Amanda Winfield, who knows a thing or two about it.
Stained glass became more widely available and affordable in the Victorian era, and glaziers drew up pattern books for householders to choose designs for windows and over-door panels. This popularity continued in the Art Deco movement, when pieces like Burr Island's beautiful peacock dome were commissioned. Amanda is carrying on the centuries-old tradition of making stained glass, and she's been doing so for 20 years. Her workshop is full of little pieces of her art, but most of her work is done on windows. She gets commissions from around the world, from 30-metre wide glass domes in Arabia to leaded lights in Westminster Abbey.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Come in.
As I'm a novice, I'm starting out with something simple, a pretty light catcher to hang in my bathroom window. It's going to be a traditional leaded light with different coloured glass pieces held together by leaded sections. And the first job is to create my design.
Amanda, you asked me to bring something inspirational, and this is my knitting bag, and it somehow said sea and sky and stormy day. So I always want that element of it to be reflected.
So actually these are quite good seaside huts, bathing huts or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's best to have an idea in mind before you start, because you can create any colour, shape or size pattern you want with stained glass. The process for making it has changed very little since the Middle Ages. So as I begin to draw out my cut line, I'm following in the footsteps of centuries of craftspeople.
So
Would it help to turn this round?
no, because I'm right-eyed and left-handed.
Okay.
So weirdly, this is the right way for me to do it.
The black lines in my drawing represent the centre of the lead that we'll be using to hold the glass together. Once the drawing is finished, I have to transfer it to a window because it's important to work on your pattern in a location where the light can shine through.
Oh, it's perishing out here. There we are.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay.
And
right.
then we'll do a quick tracing on the inside.
I draw on your window?
Yes, you do.
And you can get it off?
Yes. And this is a very rough guide. We'll stick the pieces of glass up as you cut them so you can see your stained glass window coming together. And now we choose our colours.
Okay.
All my glass racks here are arranged in colour.
The beautiful colours in the glass are made by adding different precious metals when the glass is molten. Silver turns it yellow, copper makes it green, whilst the most expensive colour of all is pink, because this comes from gold.
That's nice.
That's very nice.
Together. Those are lovely together.
Coloured glass suppliers can be found online, and you can expect to pay anything from £30 to £300 a square metre, depending on what colour you go for and whether it's machine-made or hand-blown.
So that's it. That's our colours.
Time to start cutting, and before I'm let loose on my coloured glass, I get to practice. First, I have to score a line across the glass before applying pressure to break the piece in two.
Hey!
2 practice cuts later, and I'm apparently ready for the real thing. My first piece of glass is lined up, and after scoring out the line with a cutting wheel, I tap it to open up the crack and pray it doesn't shatter.
Wow.
So then what we need to do is put this up at the window.
Putting the glass on the window really does give you a feel for how the finished piece will look. I'm making an A4-sized panel, and you can make something similar in a day course, which costs around £130.
A bit harder, Kirstie. That's it, lovely. You can hear that sound. Cutting sound, that's it, lovely.
It's great to be able to do this with an expert like Amanda, as there's plenty of times I need her guidance and reassurance.
Oh!
Did it break?
No, it's not broken.
All thumbs, all socks strikes again, but despite my best efforts to smash every piece of glass I touch, my design is taking shape.
Brilliant. If I say so myself.
In the past, stained glass was a sign of great riches, with many public buildings being designed to include it. And you can still buy your own bit of individual art. My own personal masterpiece is now ready to be fixed into a panel using lead strips.
That's it.
OK, shall we lead it together?
Let's lead it together, yeah.
All the lead we're using is designed in an H section, which allows the glass to slot in place easily. Lead is ideal for this job, as it's incredibly pliable. It's really soft,
It's surprising.
It's really surprisingly soft.
Yeah.
I mean, is it going to wreck it if I bend it, just to illustrate how soft it is?
that's wrecked now.
Seriously?
Yeah, doesn't
Is
matter
it seriously wrecked now?
Yeah.
All the leaded lights are created by hand, which means that you can get one that suits your style and your budget. A door panel costs from around £250, but a complicated large window can cost thousands.
Then we just want to keep it nice and tight in there as we're building the picture.
Okay.
That's it.
Twisting the lead into shape is fiddly, so it's good to have Amanda's help.
So last piece of lead.
Should I take these out?
Yep.
My lead is all in position, and the final job is to fix it together with some solder.
This is a traditional gas soldering iron.
Oh, fire.
Fire.
Yeah, I like a bit of fire.
What we're aiming for is just a little button of solder on each joint.
All the tools for making leaded lights like this can be bought for under £200. So if you become keen, it really is something you can do as a home hobby.
This is very good, actually. I'm quite impressed, Kirstie, with your soldering.
I've managed to get one side of my light catcher soldered, but Amanda will do the other. So at least one half of it will look good. She'll also finish it off with a cement rub that seals it all together and polish it. But even without those finishing touches, I love my leaded light. Wow.
Look at that.
My God. Look at that. It's going to hang in the bathroom, it's going to catch the light, and everyone's going to see it every day. Well, for those who bath daily. No, it's lovely. Thank you very
My
much.
pleasure.